Habari Live.
Habari Live.
From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast. The show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Aisha, Jimmy, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
Well, oh, okay. Wow. that was weird. Anyway, good morning. Yo. My old lady got me all thrown off with this crazy introduction. But welcome to the latest edition of Habari Live, your go-to podcast for the pulse of Phoenix and beyond. Like always, we are all the way live from Paradise Valley in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm Damon Ellison and my co-host
Aisha.
over here fucking everything up, but
I said my bad, okay?
we'll be your guide through the exciting stories and everyday happenings in your vibrant community, your weekly dose of inspiration, innovation, and insightful conversations from the heart of the city. We bring you engaging conversations and inspiring stories from remarkable individuals making a difference in the community. So we want to welcome you guys to another exciting episode of Habari Live Podcast. I am your host, Damon Ellison, like I already said. And today we have a very special guest joining us. His name is Kenneth Ramey. He's the owner of King's Plate Soul Food right here in Phoenix. Kenneth is serving up some of the best soul food in town. And if you haven't tried his famous links and mac and cheese and his whole chicken wings or potato salad, you're seriously missing out. From his food truck, Kenneth has built a reputation for comfort food done right. And we're thrilled to have him on the show today. And, you know, it's been some struggles, but we got it together, man. The flavors that make King Plate stand out and much more. Let's go. I seem like I need that's my camera ain't focused right. See, don't you think so? It's off?
Yeah, I can get it. Give me just 2 seconds.
All right. Go to the wide. All right. Thank you for joining us, Kenneth, today, man. We usually have a guy that does this, but he had some issues last night, so he couldn't make it this morning. So then the guy we did call to replace him, he sleep, didn't hear so we just all off. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Kenneth, man. What brought you here to Phoenix? Where you from? And what's your main goal for your food truck and your restaurant?
So I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
You can call me Kenny. But I come from, a nice side of the family. You know, we always cooked soul food and whatnot. And I'm just really just trying to take it all the way, you know, to the max, you know.
Yeah.
I got some good soul food for everybody to try out,
right.
You know. And it's been a struggle, though, you know, at the same time.
Yeah.
Just trying to overcome all the obstacles that I'm going through, you know.
Well, I mean, when you own any company, it's going to be obstacles after obstacles. That's just the way it is, man. I've never heard a business owner not have some type pitfalls. So it's going to be tough, man. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. That's the way it is. Yeah. And the people who make it through are the people who find success. And even the successful people, man, they run into situations where, you know, top-notch business. We see Red Lobster. It's been a top-notch business for 40, 50 years. And they had to close a lot of locations in a lot of states to get their place back. So where they're not in seeing bankruptcy, I think they just was able to get out of bankruptcy, if I'm not mistaken, because of the changes they made and closing a couple places and getting themselves out of the red. So, and regardless of your height of success, beginning, ending, there's going to be some struggles, man. And you just have to figure out how can you get around those things, and how can you figure out ways to get better.
Yeah.
So you doing all this by yourself, man?
Yeah, all by myself.
Man, that's
God, you know,
tough.
yeah,
That's tough. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's real tough.
Yeah,
For real. So,
for real.
you know, I clean, I prep, and you know, cook
Hmm.
and do all that.
Yeah,
And man, yeah,
that's tough. It's not easy, but what can you say about things that you feel like that you really love, is that it's never going to be easy, and once you get to that point of feeling like, man, I made it, it's going to feel good because of all the hard days that you went through to finally get out and see that thing, see the brighter day. It's always, man, the goal, and you'll get there, man. But you just, what I'm saying, it's about getting through the struggles, and you'll have people that'll join up with you. You know what I mean? As you work, it's hard. People will come and go, but you'll finally figure out and find that right spot for you and yourself. Because, man, I know that's tough trying to run everything by yourself, and just try to get everything going. You got to do the cooking, every prepping. Phew, it's tough.
yeah.
It's a lot. I've been watching that Bear show. What is it called? Bear. It's not the Bear, just Bear. Whatever, just Bear. I know I'm from St. Louis, so I know y'all probably hearing something crazy. I can't say. How do you say it? Bear? I don't know.
The bear.
The Bear. I already know, man. We be butchering stuff like that. Bear,
Curry. Y'all,
Bear.
it's just the way y'all say y'all's ours.
Bear and Bear. Those are supposed to be two different words, but I can't say Bear like bare naked, Bear, and then Bear. Are they the same? I don't know if I'm just messing them up. Whatever, man. Anyway, my main thing is this though. It's tough out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to make it through, man. So can you tell us a little bit how you started King's Plate, and what was your inspiration behind getting it started?
Um, well, man, I've been in a long journey, you know, in my past life, you know, and I know how to cook, and I always I thought about that every day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in my, you know, situation I was in, like, man, really, like, I didn't want to say though, but you know, I was incarcerated for like 12 years straight, you know,
Yeah.
and that's all I did was just cook all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loved my food, you know.
Yeah.
So they was paying me to cook, you know,
Right.
inmates and whatever. But long story short, though, but I just came out of there, you know what I mean, with my head on my shoulders, you know, and did the right thing, and got my food truck together, you know, and. And my grandmother, you know what I mean, she inspired me, you know, like my mother, you know, and my whole family, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And shit, man, it's when things like that can change your whole perspective, man. And most people, you know how it is, when you get into that type hole, it's really hard to come out of it.
Yeah.
And then, also it's hard to get other people to have confidence in what you're doing, because they see that F on your application.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get jobs. It's hard to get opportunities. I know, bro. Shit, my peoples have been through it. So, everybody got somebody that's been there. So I know how it is, man. It's hard. And for you to take your chance to do this, and not, instead of making excuses, it's pretty dope. You got to tell your story, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how hard or how tough the story is. People love a good story. And if your story is, hey, I've been to the pits, man. I've been to the bottom, and I came out. To be a rose out of concrete, like Pac said, and man, it's, everybody make mistakes. We all fuck up. I fucked up a lot. I didn't get incarcerated. I didn't get into those points where I did that, but I got lucky.
Yeah.
And a lot of us didn't get that lucky, because a lot of us was doing dumb stuff, and we all know that. You know what I mean? It's what you gonna do after that. How you gonna bring yourself back to a better life? How you gonna make yourself better? Those are the things that makes us, because as young men, We always get caught into the wrong situations, man.
Yes.
So what made you come up with some of the things that's on your menu? You have your beef links, you got your macaroni and cheese. I seen you have some potato salad on there.
Yeah.
So are these the things that you feel more confident about cooking, or did you feel as though these are the things that my customers have been liking more?
So so I'm comfortable with of cooking, soul food,
Mm-hmm.
But I believe I can cook anything in the world,
Right.
Just follow directions, basically.
Mm. Yeah, yeah,
Kind
man.
of,
I
and put
can't
your
do
own
it.
twists on it.
I can't do it. I think we got something in the chat. You know, is it you? Okay. But anyway,
No,
yeah.
that's Camantas. He said good morning.
Yo, what's up, man? Thanks for watching, bro. We appreciate it. Yeah, man. Camantis. He good dude. But yeah, man, it's tough out here, man. Just to get, especially with your food, to figure out exactly what you want to serve. I think those are some of the hardest things to do. So how did you figure out like how what you're gonna do on pricing? Did you look around at other trucks, see what they were doing? Or did you go around tasting other foods to figure out which ways you want to go? Or did you just like this is what I need, this
Yeah, I
or you
mean,
already knew your direction?
really, I was just going with the flow, kind of, and I was looking at everybody else's pricings. You know what I mean? So like, you know, I believe, like my King's Plate 3 wings and 2 sides of your choice. It's like $19. Plus tax. So,
Right.
Um, but I don't, I think that's pretty affordable for the quality taste you're gonna get.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's about normal for most food trucks. You're gonna pay $15 to $20 for a meal.
Mhm.
That's just usually how it is nowadays. And you're hoping to get something different from that truck and get something flavorful. Um, how what have you been doing to try to keep yourself to stand out from the rest of the people that's trying to do their trucks and the rest of the people that's trying to do their restaurants?
Really just serve really quality product.
Mm-hmm.
Like all my ingredients is top of the line. Kind of expensive though. So like I like to taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and the good taste. You know what I mean? Is everything.
Yeah, man, most definitely. But I mean, I want to give you a little bit of advice just off the people that I have talked to and the people that I have dealt with that own trucks and own food. Get your camera on you, bro. Use your phone. Record yourself cooking. Record yourself. Get used to this camera, man. I know you know most people don't want to deal with this stuff, but people want to see you. They want to know who you are.
Yeah.
They want to know what you're about.
Yeah.
They want to know where you're from, where you came from, what you've been through. But unbelievably, that's what people want to know when they talk about food and who's cooking that food for them. I don't know why people care, but they do.
Yeah.
When if you got a good story about your grandma helping you cook, or your auntie or mom helping you learn how to do things, tell that story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would suggest on your social media, get more shit that you're doing in the truck on there. More of your just not just your food, just your process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People want to see how you're doing it, and they like that. You know what I mean? So I would suggest do more of that, man, because the people that I've seen that kill, they're really good at social media, man, and it's part of it, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to come out your shell. You know what I mean? You got to try to figure out a way to be more accommodating to the people, because that's what they're looking for. That story. Nobody cares that you were incarcerated. Nobody's gonna give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's you.
Yeah.
This is your story. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you're doing something good, people are gonna support that.
Yeah.
If you're fucking up, now people, they ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? But if you're doing something good and people feel confident about what you're doing, they don't care. I seen brothers who had a whole food truck that was made out because they all were from jail. They whole thing was jail. They theme for the food truck was jail. You know what I'm saying? They had bars everywhere. They just ran with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, for sure. It's like you have to be able to adapt and use your story to make yourself better. Believe it or not, man. So the food trucks are a big part of the Phoenix food scene. What has it been like running a food truck in Phoenix and in a competitive market like it is? And what are some of the challenges you face so far?
Um, well, I know Arizona is pretty big, and
It's huge.
and like I'm trying to conquer the whole Arizona, Phoenix, and and just the West Valley and the East Valley, but it's all spread it out. I ain't really used to this though, so
Yeah.
like I'm trying to adapt to the streets and what streets is like busy, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's tough.
yeah,
It's tough, but I think, man, for what you're doing, you want to be, in the areas that has a lot of motion. But then it's tough because then you got so much competition. So like I said, man, that's hard and to figure out. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what to do in that situation. Where to go set up a truck? I'm like, shit, I wouldn't know. Downtown, South Side, more on the West Side, Avondale. I don't know. What you think?
I think more like he was saying earlier, Roosevelt Row, downtown, downtown Scottsdale, maybe Glendale. Glendale's a good one. Over by Westgate, West Valley.
Yeah.
That's one I haven't been to.
Yeah.
Glendale.
Yeah, Glendale.
Yep. Probably want to hit some of the farmers markets too. They usually have food trucks out there too sometimes.
Right. Maryvale. I know a lot of the hoods be out there, and a lot of the brothers be out there in that area.
Or you can hit the college areas too, ASU, NAU.
Right.
Those types of areas.
Yeah, man. A lot of people said they made their bones by going to the college area, going out to Tempe, setting up a truck in Tempe, and setting up in those areas by the school, and that really got them going because the kids, what I'm saying, a lot of them be from the Midwest, so they want to have a little something of home. There's not a whole lot of soul food places out here. They're here, and they're coming more as we are coming more to the city. We're moving more here in droves. So I think that's helping to get more soul food out here, because I think a couple years ago my brother came, we didn't really have that many options. Like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
I think the only option we really had was Miss White's.
Yep, Miss White's. They own a couple places out here. But yeah, that's
and maybe Honey Bear Barbecue.
But I mean the barbecue places, but I wouldn't really call them soul food.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's Phoenix. It's a very diverse city, but the diversity hasn't always been us. You know what I mean? So we are becoming more and more seen out here, man, and I do like that. You know what I mean? Because you want to build that diversity. You want to build that. You know what I'm saying? And start building the community, and it just brings a different vibe to the city. All right, where we at? We at 20. Oh, 18. All right. So I'm gonna give you one last quick question, man. So for anyone who hasn't tried King's Plate Soul Food yet, what would you say to convince them to come out and experience your delicious food?
Well, I've been here for like 2 years, and I've been eating around, and you taste King's Plate, you won't be upset. You'll be real joyful. It's very delicious. All my size is. Everybody asks me like, "What's my favorite or what's the top?" I say Mac though, because I love Mac period, right, though. But all of them is busting. All of them good. Like so.
Yeah,
I'm telling y'all right now, all of them is good.
Okay,
all my size is good
for sure, man. And like I said, you do potato salad, you do the macaroni. You had I think you had some beans on there, right?
Yeah,
baked beans.
Candy yams.
The candy yams. There you go.
Yeah, greens on there too. I saw.
Oh shit! Yeah, you gotta have the greens, man. Yeah. So you make your greens, are they with pork or turkey?
Turkey.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like a lot more people going towards the turkey nowadays than the pork, just because a lot more people are not eating pork nowadays. It's a lot of people are trying to cut the pork out. But
also there's you're not really able to find the ham hocks out here.
Mm.
It's
Ham-
very selective stores that sell it.
Oh, really? I don't know nothing about no
So a
ham
lot of
hocks.
people are opting for the turkey option
Right.
versus the pork option.
What part of the pig is the ham hock? The leg or the upper leg or something like that?
I don't know. Yeah,
Nobody knows. I don't know either.
Right.
Give me one of them ham hocks, bro. I don't know. I know they always use it in any food that's gonna be cooked for a long time. They always throw a ham hock in there for some flavoring and adding some salt to it.
Yeah.
But okay, man.
Ew.
What is
It's
it?
the joint where a pig's foot attaches to his leg.
So it's an ankle. We eat pig ankles. Okay.
All right.
Hey man, we used to make do with every part of the pig. You know what I'm saying? That's what our people did. We made it. We made it work. You know what I'm saying? We made it work.
That we did.
We was even eating chitterlings. You know?
Yep.
Chillings.
Yeah, man. Them chitlins. Chitlins.
Yeah, chillings.
Nobody want to mess with that, man. But we grew up eating them. I grew up eating them until somebody told me what they were. I was like, oh hell no, y'all tripping. No, it wasn't. It was the smell. I came home and smelled it.
I couldn't believe
Yeah,
it took you that many years to even.
I used to eat chitlin sandwiches, man. I was tripping.
Ugh.
I was lost, bro. But yeah, man. But yeah, I would. Little hot sauce. Shit. You ever had some? Yeah. Shit. We grew up on that shit, man. I'm old school.
I grew up with them too. I grew up cleaning them. That's why I never ate
But
them.
I had never been around when they were being cleaned. Once I was around when they was cleaned, I thought it was somebody dead in the crib, man. That was woo. I don't know how they do that, man. That's
you can't get me to eat.
Man, the
chitlins
house
for
smelled like
nothing.
that, man, for days. It
For like a week.
Man, ugh, it's the worst. I don't know how they mess with that stuff, man. All right, bro. So we really appreciate you coming on and hollering at us, man. I know you got a situation you need to deal with, but let the people know how they can contact you, how they can maybe get you to come out to their place, and what's the best way to follow you.
Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
My Instagram is Kings_plate_Arizona, and Facebook is Kings_plate, and then TikTok is Kings.plate.
Okay, bro.
Yeah. And, just follow me, look at my story or my posts, whatever, and get my locations.
Okay.
Know.
So you throughout the week you find out your locations, then you let everybody know on social media and stuff where you're gonna be at.
Basically they almost be the same location still sometimes, but sometimes I had like different events going on, so I might switch it up.
Okay.
But mainly Wednesday through Saturday, Sunday sometimes.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, we bring a lot of great people on that own food trucks, that own their own restaurants. It's just selling plates. I still say that even if you're selling plates, man, you are a restaurant, and you are, just because you don't have a brick and mortar doesn't mean that you aren't what you are trying to do. What am I supposed to say? You selling plates? That is, you're a restaurant. Yeah. But anyway, I don't care where you doing it from. But we really appreciate you, bro, and we hope nothing for the best for you for the future, man. And anytime you need anything or anything, we will try to think of you from some things to try to help you as much as we can. And always if you need any help with anything, bro, any just marketing, shout outs, you can get up with us. We'll try to help you as much as we can, bro. Okay. All right, man. We're gonna take a quick break here, and we're gonna be back with more Habari Live. Thanks everybody for watching. Be one moment here.
It's Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken, Habari Entertainment sponsor. Let's go get it.
Man, this Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken. I ain't never had a piece of fish that tastes so good. I'm not a shrimp person, but they fry shrimps. It's so good. It's so good. The dressing and the greens and the cornbread.
y'all. It's Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken, Habari Entertainment sponsor. Let's go get it.
Man, this Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken. I ain't never had a piece of fish that tastes so good. I'm not a shrimp person, but they fried shrimps. It's so good. It's so good. The dressing and the greens and the cornbread.
To you. Y'all, it's Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken, Habari Entertainment sponsor. Let's go get it.
Man, this Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken. I ain't never had a piece of fish that tastes so good.
Yo, welcome back. All right, man. We got to do some more of this show here and run it back. Let's go ahead and do some Habari news in this place.
News Weekly.
Week's Habari News Weekly with Damon Dipling Ellison. Sponsored by
Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken. All right. Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken. Are you craving some authentic soul food that hits the spot every time? Look no further than Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken. Located right here in Phoenix on Greenway and 19th Avenue, and they have a location in Mesa on Main Street. Mama Soul's brings the taste of St. Louis to your plate with mouth-watering dishes that'll make you feel right at home. From their tender barbecue and crispy chicken wings to succulent catfish, savory cornbread, and greens. They're just like Mama used to make. They've got something for everyone. Don't forget to try their juicy shrimp and more delicious treats that are sure to satisfy your soul food cravings. Whether you're dining in, taking out, or catering for a special occasion, Mama Soul's has got you covered. So why wait? Swing by Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken today and let the taste buds dance to the flavor of the best soul food in town. Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken, where every bite is like a warm hug from home.
You didn't turn on the picture-in-picture either.
Oh.
I didn't want to cut you off. You was rolling, but you
My
covered the
bad.
thing up. I couldn't see it. You got to turn it on because we need it.
All right.
Let me go ahead. Okay. Do your thing. Keep it on you for a minute, man.
All right. So this week, a 14-year-old Appalachia high school student and his father were both charged in connection with the shooting at the Georgia high school that left 2 students and 2 teachers dead earlier this week. They both did appear in court on Friday. Both declined to enter a plea to the charges against them. Colt Gray was arraigned in a Barrow County courtroom on 4 counts of felony murder stemming from the school shooting. And he faces a maximum of life in prison with or without parole. His father, Colin Gray, 54, was arraigned on 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, 2 counts of second-degree murder, and 8 counts of cruelty to children, and faces a maximum possible penalty of 180 years in prison. Okay. Hmm? Well, how do you get it to the other side?
Moving it the only way. Press it the other opposite direction you're hitting it. This one. This one. The top. There you go. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Go ahead. Keep
It's on you.
I don't. Sorry for the difficulties. We're trying to run the show without an engineer today, and it's kind of tough. But it's a tough situation, man. We got what do we have? JD Vance say this week.
He said, school shootings are a grim fact of life. But he also did back increased security. So, I mean,
Right.
I have no idea what that's supposed to do, but that's something, I guess.
I don't know, man. I just don't understand what these people, these gun people think that. I mean, we're okay with sacrificing our kids, man, for the right to have these guns, man.
Yep.
Now, no one's saying that we want to take away all the guns in the world, but we do need an assault weapon ban, dog. We need to get
agree.
away from these AR-15s. I understand that everybody's saying that that criminals aren't going to listen to any crime, any new laws. That criminals don't obey laws. I understand that, but for every other crime, we put laws in the law book.
Mm-hmm.
If anything goes wrong, we put in more laws. Why with guns do we think that we don't? This is the only thing that we don't have to put in laws for. Cars, every year there's new rules, there's new laws, there's new safeties, protocols that's put in. But guns, we just be like, oh, criminals won't listen to that. When did we let criminals start running our justice system?
Right.
Because a criminal won't listen to the law? Just don't put it in there. Criminals break every law that's in the book. So we should just remove them all? Just remove everything. Because criminals won't listen. They're not going to, we have enough laws. They're not going to listen. They're putting in new laws every day. They're putting in new restrictions every day. Why even put in restrictions if the people aren't going to listen anyway? So I'm like, bro, we have to do something, man. I'm sick of turning on the TV in the morning and seeing little kids getting shot up, bro.
Not just that, a student at a Maryland high school died. He was shot by another student after an altercation on Friday in the school bathroom.
Goodness.
The student's name was Warren Curtis Grant. He was 15, and he was shot by a 16-year-old student. And the student fled, but was caught shortly after, just minutes nearby. I mean, shooting after shooting after shooting, but we don't want to do anything about it. So, I mean,
Well, I mean, people, like I said, people
and then you
don't.
got people like JD Vance.
Yeah,
It's just a fact of
they
life.
just think it's okay. It's all right, man. This is part of life. We don't really have to do anything about it because this is the facts of life, they call it. You take the good, you take the bad. You take the both of them. Facts of life. It's not.
I
man, this
really
ain't
did
no-
not think you was gonna come on and say that.
The song is just, I just keep hearing that word. It just take me to that fucking song, man.
It's literally one of those moments where you just hear words or see words or
it just
somebody says a certain
automatically
words
brings
and
that
it
song
just
in mind.
triggers
Yep.
a song
It
every
definitely
single
do.
time.
And it takes that song. You say fact of life, it definitely takes me to that fucking song. It's not a fact of life, man. We're laughing, but this is not funny, man. This is ridiculous that these people think, Our kids are getting shot up. It's okay. It's just part of life.
Man.
They ban cell phones. They ban cell phones for the kids. They said the kids are getting too distracted. So cell phones needs to be banned
Wow.
because they're getting distracted. But we don't want to ban guns. We don't want to ban these big old pistols. We're tripping, dude. We gotta make a decision. Hey, the amount of resource officers at the school, I really don't think is gonna make a difference in every situation. Because you saw what happened in Uvalde, but the police officers didn't even want to go in there.
Right.
So I just don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna. The thing I think that's gonna help is banning these big guns.
Not only that, having these parents get charged
Yeah.
with the crimes that their kids are committing at such a young age.
I think I'm happy with that. Especially these people who think they're supposed to be teaching their kids how to shoot at 5
Right.
years old.
Exactly.
100 of their kids got I want my kid to know how to protect themselves. They're not old enough to make these decisions in my mind. You don't live out on the range, bro. Like this is not 1850. Like if it was 1845 and they need to protect the yard from the scavengers that's coming in to steal your food, I get it. But we don't live in those times anymore. You don't have to teach your fucking 5-year-old how to shoot. Handing guns to 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds. I'm happy dude going to jail. After they told him that he made these threats online, he gonna go buy him a gun. How dumb is that?
Yep.
14 years old, you think it's okay for them to have guns? An AR-15?
And purchased it for him as a Christmas gift.
Man, that's ridiculous, dude.
After having had interaction with the FBI, you go and purchase the gun for your kid for Christmas, and then 8 months later, they're committing a school crime, a school shooting. You're okay with that?
Man, dude. And that's why he's sitting in jail.
Yep.
And more parents are going to see this until they get their stuff together, bro. We got to figure it out, man. We can't do it. We can't do this. It's man, dude. We're playing around with guns because everybody want relaxed laws on guns. And every state has ran and relaxed the gun laws. But the consequences, man.
Are ridiculous every time.
Man, dude, how many kids do we see getting shot accidentally? How many kids we seen getting their hands on the gun? A 4-year-old shooting a 5-year-old. And online, people fight and argue with me and tell me I'm wrong when I'm trying to tell them that these little kids are getting their hands on weapons because it's so many of them out here. It's too many weapons. It's too many guns. But let's move on, man.
Moving on. We're going to go ahead and talk about Mr. Elon Musk this week again. I mean, he seems to be in the news a lot lately. But Elon Musk's satellite broadband firm, Starlink, on Tuesday said that it was complying with Brazil's top court order to block access to social media platform X in the country a day after informing the country's regulator that it would not obey the order. Starlink had emerged as a fresh battleground between Musk and Brazil as a top court judge, Alexander de Moraes, ordered the freeze of the company's account for possible use to pay fines owed by X, which is also owned by Musk.
Right.
Additionally, this week, X users played Musk at his own game. After Musk posted AI images of Kamala Harris as a communist dictator, they then turned around and said, okay, that's what you want to do. That's the game you're playing. Here, how about we do AI photos of you as a communist dictator?
Okay.
And he didn't like that very much.
What?
This week.
He's a buster, man. He get on my nerves, dude, because he's so egotistical that he thinks that no one can make fun of him. And that's the parts that get on my nerves about
But
this
it's okay for him to make fun of other people.
Exactly. He's okay with freedom of speech
As long as it's
long as it's not
he agrees
right,
with
as
it.
long as he's agree with it. Like he don't like people saying cisgender. He don't like all this stuff. He didn't like the people, the white dudes for Kamala.
Yep.
He blocked them. He didn't like the dude who was talking trash about him on X. He blocked him and took his account away.
Yep.
Like, dog, it's like seems like you only care about freedom of speech as long as they're not talking about you or the people that you like.
Yep.
You know, it's weird, man. I mean, and people are celebrating this dude that he's doing something about free speech. Nah, man, he's being biased. He's not open with all free speech. You know, man, I'm so sick of Elon Musk, man, and I'm happy that Brazil did that. He can't go to Brazil. He can't go to the UK. He can't go to France. And they telling a lot of countries if he stepped down in any of these countries, they'll arrest this dude because they sick of him, man. And I'm sick of him too, man. I'm just sick of this dude. You can't push your freedom of speech agenda to every other country. Other countries have different laws, man.
Yep.
They're not like America. They don't have the same laws where you can just say whatever you want. You can say forget Donald Trump and everybody, it's okay here. You can say Donald Trump sucks or Kamala Harris sucks. You can't say those things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay in America. In other places, you can't do that, man. It's a problem. You'll go to jail. And so, I mean, Elon Trump get on my nerves. All right.
All righty. So.
Uh-huh.
Get ready for the week's Hollywood Hot Mess with Aisha Rowan. Sponsored by
Mac and cheese, beef links, or would you rather have chicken wings?
Let's try beef links.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what y'all want for the sides?
Mac and cheese for sure.
And some yam. I want some yam. I want to
Yeah,
try the yams.
and the yams. If you can do that, we'd appreciate that.
All right, y'all. So this week, the hot mess, sorry about that, is none other. Let me go ahead and get a picture thrown up there for y'all first, so y'all can see who we talking about today. Her name is Kendra Sunderland, and she may want to tell her friends to slow down. Cops in Texas say that a speeding car led to her arrest. After an officer say they saw a THC vape in her lap when they pulled the car over. So the what happened was,
but she in Texas.
She was in Texas.
The weed is illegal out there.
So
I think
they drove past the cop car and they were speeding. The guy that was driving was speeding. She's in the passenger seat. She's got the vape in her lap, just chilling, minding her own business.
Right.
But the cop runs the license plate. License or the registration is not good on the car. So they pulled the car over. The car over. They see the vape in her lap. Ask her what it is. They smell it. She gets arrested.
Yeah, you can't drink and smoke, man. It's just like a DWI.
Especially if you're a porn star going through Texas.
It doesn't matter if you're a porn star. You just can't do it. But she's a porn star. I never heard of her. What's her name? What's her name?
Kendra Sunderland. Yeah. I have to look her up.
But her, she probably got a different name that she go by.
Yeah.
Online.
Probably so.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little bitty outfit she got on.
Right.
I don't know how she had time. How did she even get into all that?
Hey, man.
Somebody probably helped her.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Probably so.
But,
I mean,
I don't have much to say about that. You know,
you're going through Texas. You probably should know better. Probably should know that you can't take stuff across state lines.
I don't know, man. Everybody does it, so I don't know.
I wouldn't drive through Texas at all with it. It's so illegal.
I didn't went through Texas blowing big. I'm not gonna lie. But I wasn't speeding though, and I didn't have the wrong registration.
Exactly.
Oh yes, I did. I had the wrong registration. Going through Texas with the wrong registration and blowing big. I did all those things. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Did it all. Those were good old days.
All right. But this time, all right. some sad news this morning. Rich Homie Quan did pass away this past week. Um, it was it did come out that it could have been a possible overdose, but the medical examiner has not released their findings yet. The autopsy was just performed yesterday, so there hasn't been really any time to release the autopsy report. But from the looks of it, from the call that TMZ was able to obtain from the 911 dispatch, his girlfriend told the dispatch she took her kids to school. He was laying on the couch when she came back. He had not moved. So that's when she figured it out. When she tried to move him, he started foaming at the mouth. So she called 911 and they came and it's pronounced him dead. So
Oh man, it's so sad.
it's sad. It definitely is sad.
It's sad, but you know, I hate to say things like this when things like this happen, but we have to live in the real world, man. I don't understand when rappers became the fiends. You know, it used to be that we was the people that sold the drugs, not the people that did the damn drugs. You know, now everybody's a dope addict, man. We got so many rappers overdosing. Man, leave this stuff alone, man. These drugs are not good. Everybody's dying. I don't know, man. I don't know what we're thinking about, man. All these songs talking about all this crap. Like, dog, can we stop it? We need to just go a different direction, man. You know, a lot of people online was upset with me because I'm like, dog, how many rappers have to die? And they all talking about this promethazine and all these drugs and all this crazy crap that they want to be taking nowadays. I just don't get it, bro. How many of them have to die for people to say, all right, man, let me stop? So many people talking about that. We love the music with these people talking about all these taking all these crazy drugs. And I just, man, you know, it's enough seeing us getting shot up. Now we're trying to join the drug addict crowd, which the stuff is overdoses is something you normally see from a lot more white people. I'm not trying to be racist about this. I'm just saying, like, this is what we see. A lot of white people are dying from this, and for the rappers to start joining in what they see already is a bad situation for them. Now they want to start making it a bad situation for us too, where everybody's making these drugs cool, all popping pills. Like, everybody's popping pills nowadays. Yep. Like, dude, I mean, I want you know that a lot of these pharmaceutical companies have been sued because they push this and they push this and they push this. And they made a lot of people addicted to all these drugs. And that was the beginning of this crap. Where everybody's going in to get Vicodin. Everybody's going in to get Xanax. They all going to get this crap. Then it became cool to do it. Then everybody sleep at their desk and nodding out and like, man, dog. I remember seeing this stuff when it started happening. And I just never thought that rappers would be rapping about this stuff, acting like it's a good thing.
Right.
And that's what we have now, man. And,
I mean,
it's sad, bro.
I am
Switch the camera.
I am happy that, you know, there are other emerging artists that I have been seeing, especially on TikTok, like Bubba. He's from Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah.
He's got a weird take on how he does things.
It's kind of country, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of got a country flair to it, but he's kind of rapping the country flair.
But he's on TikTok. We don't know if that's gonna blow
and then
up.
there's another lady, her name is Kirby. She's doing soul music.
Yeah.
So she's from Mississippi.
Right.
So her thing is really, and she's got a really good voice too. Like I get stuck listening to some of her videos. I
just hope that we can switch it up fast, man. I'm so sick of this crap. I'm sick of seeing people dying. Like I said, if it's not the guns, it's the drugs. They overdose. So, man, let's tell, like I say, man, they say even on the commercials, man, let your kids know the dangers of this stuff, man. I mean, it hopefully that'll change their mind and give them a different direction. But everybody think it's cool to do this stuff, man. You know, so I don't know, man. Maybe we need another slogan. Back in the day, it was crack was whack.
Right.
I don't mean to be laughing about this shit, but anyway,
That's true. But at the same time,
I don't know. Do we need the dare dude back?
I mean, you would think so.
I don't know, man.
They don't even offer it in school anymore. Like, why did he go away?
I don't know, man. Something's got to change, man. With the education, maybe it's not enough education about this stuff, about these pills that people are taking.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. You're getting this shit from the street, so you don't know what it's cut with.
Yeah.
They can press their own pills nowadays. So, man,
that's the problem right there.
I don't want to take pills for nothing. I got a headache, man. I just want to run it off. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared.
I just want to go to sleep.
Right. I don't want to mess with no pills, man. I don't see how people do it, bro.
Because even if you buy it as an over-the-counter medication, you really don't know
what's in that shit.
What's in that medication. I mean, you can read the labels all day long, but
right.
What if somebody in the lab that bottled it up decided, oh, I'm going to put this in there and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do this. And you can't, you don't know. Man, you just don't know.
Man,
so
stop messing with these pills, people, please. We want to see you live. We love everybody that watched the show. We appreciate everybody, man. But dude, we want to see you here tomorrow, man. Leave that stuff alone, man. Let's go to the next one. Where we at on time?
Comic Book Corner. Sponsored by
Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken, where every bite is like a warm hug from home.
All right, man. So this week we got a Habari Comics news segment. We're going to talk about Marvel Studios' final 2024 live action show announces its official release date. We know we've been on when this is coming out, but I think for that it airs on September 18th at 6 p.m.
You're going to get 2
episodes 1 and 2. And September 25th, I think, what is this, every Sunday, it looks like?
The 25th would be a third Wednesday. This is airing on Wednesday.
So it's going to come on every Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And so it's going to be on until November. It's 1, 2, 3, it's 8 episodes. 9 episodes. 9 episodes with the 9th one coming on in November 6th. So we all remember how most MCU's shows like WandaVision and Loki followed the weekly episode release pattern on Disney earlier this year or a couple years ago. It made headlines as the first live action series to bring releases with all episodes dropping at once. I think Echo did that.
Echo did that.
Yeah, Echo released them all at that. With Agatha All Along, Marvel is going back to the weekly format. I don't know why they did that for Echo. It was a good show. It was good. So I really don't know.
I think they released all of them because they were testing it to see how what the difference would be between releasing all episodes so that you can binge it versus getting it out every week. So
yeah, I don't know. But so mark your calendars, folks. Agatha All Along is kicking off with the 2-episode premiere on Wednesday, September 18th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's 9 p.m. for you folks on the East Coast. From there, we'll be getting a new episode every Wednesday right through November. And expect each episode to be about 40 minutes, at least for the first 4 episodes. But if Marvel follows their usual formula, we might see some variance in these run times as we get deeper into the story. And just a heads up, Marvel fans may have to wait a little longer for some of the animated content we've been hearing about. Both your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and Eyes of Wakanda were originally scheduled for 2024, but it looks like they could be delayed into 25. We're probably not going to get those into next year. So let me know, people, what you think about Agatha All Along, man. I'm kind of excited for the show, but I want to know what the people think and what you think about it, and if you like it or if you think it's going to be whack. And I know a lot of people are not liking some of the things they've been doing in the multiverse. But are you hyped for more of the magical chaos we saw in WandaVision? Hit us up in the comments on our social media and let us know for a show. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Can't wait to watch.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good, man. I'm kind of pumped up. Let's do the sports, man.
Let's go ahead and run it into the sports. Okay. Why can't I find it? There we go.
Oh my.
Habari Sports.
All right, man. Welcome to Habari Sports. You want to talk about some of the stuff that we was some of the top sports stories for the week?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it because this week, Caitlin Clark became the fastest NBA player or WNBA player in history to reach 100 3-pointers in a season and finished with 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists for a second career triple-double as the playoff-bound Indiana Fever beat the Los Angeles Sparks 93-86 on Wednesday night. She also became the first rookie and fifth WNBA player with multiple triple-doubles in a season, joining Alyssa Thomas, Courtney Williams,
Candace Parker,
and Sabrina Ionescu.
yeah. Ionescu, man, she be hooping, man. She's pretty tough, dude, and she's over there in New York. I don't know why she doesn't get as much popularity as Caitlin, but both of them really can hoop, man, and they're both good shooters. Yeah, man, Caitlin's doing her thing, dude. The debate about rookie of the year, that's over. Angel Reese lost.
Yeah, especially with this game on Wednesday night.
She lost.
And
like
I'll be surprised if she does get it.
Who?
Angel.
She ain't gonna. It's over. She lost. It's not. She's not gonna get it. Caitlin is done doing. She's taken her game to another level, and she's been able to take her team to another level. They're in the winning bracket now, and they looking much better, man. Angel Reese and them are losing, and they've faced each other several times, and Caitlin's team has came up on top. So that's the things that they look at, man. When it comes to, if it was even, like they met each other twice, and they both beat each other twice, and Angel Reese took her game up to another level in these last few weeks, but it looked like this girl is taking it, man. So congratulations to her. We want to give her that, man. A lot of people out there talking about, she gonna be the MVP too. I don't know. Old girl with the Aces is playing too well, so I don't. And the Aces are playing very well, so I doubt that. Why can't I think of her name right now? But anyway, she's gonna be the one that's gonna win that for sure. But this week's segment, man, I want to talk about Shaquille O'Neal, and he was talking about your boy Rudy Gobert from Minnesota, the big French center. In an interview with his son Miles for Complex, Shaq didn't hold back, calling Gobert the WOT, and that's the worst player of
worst player of all time.
The worst player of all time. He criticized Gobert's hefty contract, essentially saying his performance doesn't justify the pay. O'Neal doubled down on his comments in an interview with USA Today's Sports Seriously, saying, "Young man, you're getting paid $20 million and you ain't doing nothing. Step your game up." Shaq also mentioned that his comments weren't hate, but tough love, something he believes Gobert and Ben Simmons, another player he called a bum, needed to hear. Gobert, of course, fired back on social media saying, "It's sad to see someone that has accomplished as much as Shaq has still be triggered by another man's finances and accomplishments. Gobert made it clear that he finds Shaq's remarks unnecessary for someone with his level of success in both basketball and business. So the tension here raises a bigger question. Has Shaq crossed the line, or he's just keeping it real in a way that a new generation of players need to hear? What does it say about the current NBA climate where contracts are bigger than ever, but not every player seems to live up to those financial expectations? Stay tuned to this, man. We'll be tuned into this on for sure to see what goes on throughout the year, because Rudy Gobert, to me, I mean, he's a good defensive force. It kills me he doesn't have a jump hook. He doesn't have a post move at all. That kills me. I don't understand why he can't do just one move and just get just a couple moves in a post, man. The brother can't do much. And that's the part that people are concerned with Rudy Gobert's actions and the way he is on the court. And when it comes to Ben Simmons, man, Ben Simmons is man, bro. I don't know what's wrong with that guy, bro. Dude, don't step it up this year, man. You got to start thinking about just releasing this dude. He's I don't know, man. I don't like talking bad about people. I try to be positive, but man, dude, Ben Simmons, man, has been a big disappointment to the NBA and to the Nets, to the Philadelphia 76ers, and every team and teammate that he's been on. You know, so I wish that that these guys would at least understand the amount of money that they're getting, and that how much the city and the organization is putting behind their success, and at least try to live up what these people are putting behind you. If you're not trying, you're not showing up every night, people like Shaq are going to have stuff to say, and they're going to have things to talk about. When you're not showing up for the games, then you got Rudy Gobert in the Olympics. He was coming off the bench because he wasn't, I guess he wasn't a scoring option, and they needed more scores out there. Because, bro, I mean, he's can only really play one side of the floor, and that's not going to help you in an Olympic situation. So, you know, I understand, man, where Shaq is coming from. You know, he may have been able to say it in a nicer way, but you know, Shaq ain't he's not sugarcoating what he feels. He feels as though that these players are soft, and you know, and also, you know what I'm saying, you look at Shaq's career, he had some times where he was coming in overweight. He had some times where he probably could have been in better shape. You know, Kobe was always on him about that. That was something they always had a fight about, and he could have did some things better. So he can look back at his career and he can say, "Hey, I've been there. I could have did some things better." So I'm trying to help you to see those things. And sometimes when you're going through something, it's hard to see exactly what you need to do because you're in the mix. Then when you get out of it and you look back in hindsight, you see, oh man, I could have did this better. I could have did that better. So it's good to listen to advice instead of taking it so personal all the time. Sometimes it can help. Sometimes it's needed. Sometimes somebody a push behind you to get you going in the right direction is needed, man. You need some tough love out here. It can't be babying all the time. So we'll see what happens, and then we'll keep you guys updated with what was going on. All right, man. So I think that's all for today. Babe, I think that's all we got today, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, man.
That's all we got.
That's all we got today, man. We appreciate everybody kicking it with us. I know it's been a little discombobulated with the show, a little crazy today. Our engineer couldn't make it. So we will get up with you guys next week. We'll talk about the week's news and everything that's going on. Make sure to follow us, man. Subscribe. Our subscribers we almost up to 1,100. We've been growing slowly, but we have a lot more people paying attention, man, and we really appreciate what you guys are doing. Just showing love, you know, hitting that follow button, share, man, and if you guys have something that you want us to do better, or you think an ideal or something, man, hit us up. Talk to us. Let us know. We're really to take suggestions. We're always trying to get better as a show, man, because we're not where we want to be, and we're not. We feel as though that our show and everything that we're doing can always get better. So we always taking suggestions on things that we could talk about, or maybe things that we should, we could do better. So hit us up, man, and let us know. And we appreciate you watching Habari Live. I'm Damien Ellison, and peace out.
Aisha.
Peace out, man. Have a good week. We'll see y'all next week.